Assalamu alaikum. This lecture is for class 6th and today we will continue our topic, that is climate, vegetation and wildlife of India. In our last lecture we have discussed about climate, factors that influence Indian climate, seasons of India and distribution of rainfall. Now today in this lecture we will discuss about natural vegetation. Natural vegetation refers to plant community that grows over an area and is left undisturbed by the humans. So depending upon the climatic conditions and soil, the natural vegetation of India can be classified into 5 major types: tropical evergreen forests, tropical deciduous forests, tropical thorny forests, mountainous forests, mangrove or tidal forests. Now we will study these 5 major types of forests in detail. The first type is tropical evergreen forests. This type of vegetation is found in areas which are not more than 900 meters above the sea level and receive the rainfall more than 250 centimeters, and the temperature in these forests ranges between 25 degree and 27 degrees Celsius. These tropical evergreen forests, they are found in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, parts of northeastern states, Odisha, West Bengal and the western slopes of the Western Ghats. In these tropical evergreen forests, the trees remain green throughout the year. That's why these forests are called evergreen forests. Mahogany, wild rubber, bamboo, ebony and rosewood are found in these tropical evergreen forests. The second type is tropical deciduous forests. These tropical deciduous forests are also called monsoon forests. These forests are found in Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Maharashtra. These tropical deciduous forests, they get annual rainfall between 200 centimeters and 70 centimeters. All the trees of these forests, they do not shed their leaves at the same time. And the trees found in these forests are sal, teak, shisham, sandalwood and bamboo. On the basis of availability of water, these tropical deciduous forests, they are further classified into 2 groups: moist deciduous forests and dry deciduous forests. The third type of forests is thorny forests. These forests are found in semi-arid regions like Deccan Plateau, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Haryana and Madhya Pradesh and get rainfall less than 50 centimeters. The trees in these forests, they are scattered, surrounded by open grassy areas and also have long and fibrous roots so that water can reach at great depths. In these thorny forests, some plants have small leaves and some have thick waxy leaves. These thorny or waxy leaves of the plants, they help them to reduce the loss of water. These plants, They also have thorns to protect plants from herbivores. Kikar, thorny bushes, date palm, babul, palm, and scrubs are found in these forests. Another type is mountainous forests. The mountains have a wide variety of vegetation due to their altitude. The coniferous trees like pine, cedar, silver fir, spruce, and subtropical hill vegetation like oak and cashew nuts, they are all found in these mountainous forests. Shrubs, scrubs, grass, and moss belonging to the alpine category. They are also found in these forests on very high altitudes. And the last type of forests is mangrove forests or tidal forests. These forests are found almost along the eastern coast. These forests are able to grow in a mix saline and freshwater. These tidal forests are found in a large number in the deltas of the Ganga, Mahanadi, Godavari, and Krishna rivers. The most extensive tidal forest is in the Ganga Brahmaputra delta, which is called Sundarbans, because Sundari trees they are found in that area. Now, importance of forests. Forests are useful in many ways. Forests are very essential natural resources. They provide raw material to industries like timber, bamboo, cane, gum, medicinal plants, shrubs, fuel, etc. They also prevent soil erosion, control floods, and maintain balance in nature. They are the home for many animals and birds, so they preserve the biodiversity. These forests they are also useful because they absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen. Now, another subtopic is conservation of forests. The protection of forests from human beings, animals, and natural disasters is called conservation of forests. We must conserve forests because we can say that they are our natural wealth. We should demote deforestation and promote afforestation. Indian forest areas are gradually decreasing because of expansion of agriculture, animal grazing, construction of roads and rail routes, irrigation projects, mining forests, etc. These are the main cause for the destruction of forests. In order to manage and protect Indian forests, a forest research institute has been set up at Dehradun, Uttarakhand. Now, our another topic is wildlife and its conservation. Firstly, wildlife. Wildlife simply refers to living organisms, flora and fauna in their natural habitats. As we all know that India is rich in wildlife resources. There are more than 75,000 species of animals and several thousand species of birds, reptiles, and insects. Elephants, they are found in large numbers in Assam, Odisha, West Bengal, Kerala, and Karnataka. The rhinoceros, which is a protected animal, is found in the sanctuaries and national parks of Assam. Tiger, our national animal, is found in the foothills of the Himalayas. Sundarban Delta is a natural habitat of the Bengal tigers, and the Asiatic lion is found mainly in the Gir National Park in Gujarat. In simple words, we can say that India has a great variety of wildlife like monkey, bear, wolf, deer, several hundred species of snakes. There are also a large variety of birds like peacocks, eagles, parrots, and other common birds like myna, bulbul, and ducks. Now, at last, we will study about wildlife conservation and why wildlife conservation is important. Wildlife conservation is the practice of protecting endangered plant and animal species and their habitats. Conservation of wildlife is very important as it's our national heritage. To conserve wildlife, many national parks and sanctuaries have been established in different parts of India. Many projects like Project Tiger, Project Elephant have been launched to protect the animals from extinction. extinction. The government of India has also banned the killing of wild animals. So this was all about natural vegetation, wildlife and its conservation. Thank you.